What's good, my brothers and my peeps and my sisters? Right? We at East 225th and we on East 225th. We in the Bronx right here. Listen. So, like I tell you, the Yahweh Spiritual Methodist Club is coming to your area in the Bronx, right? So I tell people to log on to your faith. I have the Yahweh merchandise dropping by the end of this year. We're trying to drop it this year. So the Yahweh merchandise have the sweatpants, the logo, all that. So it's kind of like the Methodist spiritual of what it is, you feel me? So the music label that I'm dropping is a gospel music label. It's gonna be about gospel artists in the R&B, soca, Spanish. I said Spanish, right? So Spanish and hip hop gospel artists and also reggae dancehall gospel artists. So we're gonna be launching all that in a mental health conference coming to your area. So it's most likely the spiritual of the mental health is about, understand the focus on the music and focus on the music therapy. So I usually talk about music therapy. I usually talk about the therapy of the music. So the music therapy is not this type of music. It's like not this type of music. It's more like slow jam. It's more like the slow jammer type of music. So the slow jam meaning that we go to the slow jam of the beat and get the beat on tap. Sometimes our slow jam and our mental health is different because we allow our mental health to come between what we're going through and how we're gonna get to that position. So yeah, we over here. So let's talk. Let's talk a little bit. Log on to your faith. Log on to your Yahweh. I'm gonna tell you why. Because once you log on, you got the experience of the music, experience of the culture, experience of what it is. But a lot of people out here don't have respect for culture because it's like, you're jamming your music and you're jamming it, and then some people don't have respect. I'm gonna tell you why. Because log on to your faith is that they don't believe in what we believe in. And sometimes when you come in the Bronx, to relax and enjoy life and just have a good feeling of what it is. But at the end of the day, bro, I feel like if we don't enjoy life, we won't be able to enjoy it when we go up in heaven. You feel what I'm saying? So I tell people all that talking, all that walking, and all that visualization of what Methodist health is about understand a lot of men in this Bronx era, they struggle with methamphetamine, crack, cocaine, and they smoke a lot of weed. Especially the persons that live across the street from me. They smoke a lot of weed and they're addicted to methamphetamine and crack and cocaine. And we're trying to save them from the devil, you feel me? And a lot of people say, why are you trying to save them from the devil? Yeah, we're trying to save them from making a bad decision of your life because my uncle did time for that same shit. And when he did time, he's like, Shamika, I want to go back to that place. I say, yeah, you don't want to go back. And a lot of people don't realize that when you don't realize the change in your life, we get worried and we get like saying, okay, I'm trying to get in my head, but sometimes your head is it gets to a place where you don't log on, and then sometimes we don't log on, your Yahweh faith go disconnected. You feel me? Because you're not really into what it is that you're going through and how you're gonna get to that position. And then some people don't realize that the disrespect that comes in the world is that people don't have that type of knowledge in their life. And sometimes you just have to, two buses coming. Sometimes you have the knowledge in your life that when you feel the feel of Yahweh, when you feel the presence of Yahweh, you feel it in a different perspective. And sometimes when you feel it, it's like, I'm feeling it in my mental health, but my mental health is like, I'm trying to sleep on it. But when I try to sleep on it, it's not trying to, you're not trying to get to a position where you're trying to relax and try to meditate and kind of reflect on your life. And this is what the reflection is. It's like, we are in the Bronx, and this Bronx, they have different type of areas that most likely Spanish, Jamaicans, Mexicans, Muslims, and Spanish, you know what I'm saying? But the Spanish culture, a lot of Spanish cultures, they have the Yahweh culture of what? Of soca and salsa. And they call salsa when they say right. They got the fast culture and they got the regular culture. And the fast culture is like the music, is how the fast of the music. Some people like the fast music, some people like the slow music. So it's like when you look at the slow music of gospel, they have the fast one and they have the slow gospel. And it's what it is, you know? And when you turn the Bronx into the label, is called that in back in the day in the 90s they called the hood label. They said the hood gospel. And the hood gospel is where you bring the gospel into the hood and you allow the people to change their life and turn their life all over to Yahweh. Sometimes you just feel like the gospel of the hood is a fiction of what it is. But a lot of people just don't realize that you learn about the hood of the gospel. You learn about how Yahweh brings that in and takes the music from that and put it into the gospel. Sometimes when you do the rap, it's like you rap and say no 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 no, and then you turn that rap into the hood gospel and you bring the hood gospel into culture. And sometimes the culture does it reflects on your belief as it reflects on your belief, and sometimes your belief goes different. It goes one direction on the Yahweh direction. So we headed on to Woodlawn, Bronx. And the Woodlawn, Bronx is where I shot my first ever Yahweh film. And I shot it in the Bronx, actually. And we're going to be shooting our Yahweh commercial, actually, in Woodlawn, Bronx. And I actually got the permit. I'm going to be actually filing for the permit with the mayor to get the location and use the MTA bus to do it. And I got my camera crew ready to go. Yeah, so we going, And we try to build up our Yahweh culture. We trying to build up what it is that what we believe in, what we're trying to receive, and what we're trying to accomplish. And some people don't know when to accomplish their life, and they look at Yahweh as a joke. It's like you're not looking at it seriously. And sometimes your Yahweh is like your spiritual ain't coming to your destination because you allow people to understand what it is to serve Yahweh. So we on our way. We on our way to Wakefield, 241st Street. And at the end of my shift at 9:30, I'm hopping on that too, and I'm heading home at 10 o'clock. So yeah, my shift is coming. I got 5 minutes. My shift is coming. Yeah, you feel me? So that's how it is. So I got 4 minutes. So yeah. You ready for the hood? You ready for the hood gospel coming to your area? So I'll tell you, we're signing people that got out from the hood and coming into Christianity, into Methodist. You feel me? So that's what it is. So you just have to realize you gotta really know what you're doing and how you're gonna get there. So yeah, we out here. We're gonna spread the word, and we're gonna spread it to the people that understands what it is. And the respect is for you to understand God in the hood. We bring the hood into the gospel, you feel me? And we're gonna bring the gospel into the hood. And this is what we're doing. We're trying to come out, bring our peoples, and we're trying to bring the people together to try to serve Yahweh and try to get them off of the streets and try to get them into a real culture, you feel me? So right here we're in the Boogie Down Bronx on East 225th, waiting for the bx31. We headed to Woodlawn, and we're gonna be over there for a little bit, and then from there I'm gonna drop back on the bus. I'm gonna take that straight to the 2 train home. So that's what we're doing. All right, so y'all log on to your Yahweh spiritual. Log on, and when you log on, you have a ability to try things different in your life. So let's log on right here. Let's log on. That's how we do it. Log on, bang, log on. Log on when I tell you to do it. Log on to your Yahweh spiritual. What I tell you to do, y'all log on to your Yahweh spiritual. It's coming to your area in the Bronx, and it's coming to Bruckner Boulevard. Bruckner Boulevard. It's going to be at a warehouse on Bruckner Boulevard. So make sure you hesitate. Don't hesitate to log on, and don't hesitate to pick up your Yahweh merchandise. It's coming to you soon in your area. Just log on. Let's go.